a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time, so you... I watched that speech. So when you watch that, you have to be able to see how the A National OCGFC are operating and why Trump is their man. I mean, I've been telling you for 3 years, going on 3 years, that there's a destabilization campaign against Europe. That's what the Ukraine war actually is. It's a proxy war being waged by the United States, not against Russia, but against Europe. I've been telling you that they're turning on each other. The West is turning on itself. I've been telling you that America is going to become more and more interested in creating conflict in the West, not in the global South. I've been telling you that the historical roles of the global North and the global South are going to be reversed. Didn't I tell you that? Well, look at the last Trump press conference. He's talking about destroying Canada economically. He's talking about trying to force them into submission. That's what all this talk is really about. He's talking about making the whole country into an American state.
Hey, y'all, Gravity, any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Tuesday. I just wanted to play that minute so y'all can understand what we're going to talk about today. The president that they sat there and cheered in the streets that they got elected, all these idiots out here saying how Trump is great, how Trump is doing everything out here to better and make America great again. I hope y'all realize that peace deal he just signed yesterday was the death nail for America. I hope y'all understand that. And y'all can't come to me and tell me I didn't warn you about this. I've been warning y'all about this for 3 years. America is done. America is showing you that they don't have the power to navigate this post-pandemic world. The simple fact you had Biden sitting there throwing out all these bullshit bills when he should have been fixing the supply chain. That was number one. Number two, that auto workers strike, as quick as it started, as quick as it left, that was a big thing that a lot of people didn't want to talk about having future ramifications, because all that BS that happened made unions look really bad. And what, if you're a connoisseur of social media, what have you been seeing lately? People saying that unions gotta go. They wanted to implement AI all over the place. Trump is getting the work done for that. He's going to make billions of dollars off these deals. Palantir is going to make billions of dollars. Oracle, Silver Lake, all these hedge funds, they're going to make billions of dollars. Making data centers, campuses, Google and Microsoft all over the country now, putting up these big old acre-wide campuses, acres-wide, I should say. Running people out of the homes so they can build up these high-rise apartment buildings. What Trump allowed the Middle East to do for the last, I want to say 4 months, if you've been on this channel, it shouldn't surprise you, but if you didn't understand what happened, I'm going to explain this to you today. And what I'm going to do for you, because I love y'all, starting next month, I'm going to do my research for the next 17 days. Birthday month, and since it is a special birthday month, because I'm going to be turning 40, I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure that we, as a black family, profit off of this. Because there's no reason why everybody else on the eastern side of the world should be able to profit off America's destruction. And we can't. So we're going to do that for you. But I just want y'all to understand, these tariffs and him throwing out shots at countries like Haiti and Venezuela, this was the plan all along. He got to destabilize the West. It's going to be Trump's job. And he's putting it out with such efficiency that MAGA's too stupid to realize what is going on. Except Marjorie Taylor Greene. I actually have to give that blonde bimbo actually a little bit of credit. She saw through the facade. And she understands that she might have to protect Georgia from this. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So for those who didn't see it, this is that bullshit conference that they had yesterday announcing this peace deal, which, by the way, is not a peace deal. Because what Trump essentially did was tell Israel to F off and put Gaza in the firm control of the Gulf countries and BRICS. And he's going to get his cut on the back end. Gaza has a lot of natural resources. Gaza has a beach, which means ample water supply. This was the play all along. We got to give the scumbag Biden credit because he did out it. But Gaza City 2025. I think it's 2030, but you know what I mean. This is the 5-year plan starting. And we're going to have to pay for this. That's the other thing they're not going to tell you until you find out later. But the black man's going to tell you this. We're going to pay for this. But let's hear what the bullshit that they pulled yesterday.
Speech. And in appreciation to President Donald Trump's efforts, I would like to declare before the August attendees Egypt's decree to decorate His Excellency with the Order of the Nile, the highest state honor among Egyptian decorations. It is awarded to heads of states and to those who render great services to humankind. Thank you, Order. Now I invite the honorable guest to deliver his speech. Excellency President Trump, kindly proceed. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much, and it was a great honor. I appreciate it very much, Mr. President. Mr. General,
I am eating on plantain chips.
Great General, great President, thank you very much.
You know what, Trump?
This is the day
I really don't want to hear your bullshit, so this is what we finna do.
I've been working, striving, hoping, and praying for. done things over the last month that I think were really unthinkable. Nobody thought this could happen. With the historic agreement we've just signed, those prayers of millions have been answered. As you know, the hostages have been returned, and further work goes on having to do with the, sadly to say, bodies.
Except you could have released the hostages 2 years ago, but you didn't want to do it. Well, Biden didn't want to do it. Netanyahu didn't want to do it. So, yeah. They made you do it because they knew they could fleece you. Because you're a whore. I'm sorry. You're not a whore. You're a John. We're going to start calling him, since his middle name is Jonathan, we're going to call him Middle East John. They saw you coming. Because you want to be a white man. He want to be Jesus in the Middle East. He want to be Jesus in the desert. I see what he's doing. That ain't going to work. Because you're not a carpenter. You claim you build things, you have other people do it. And, you know, such is life.
Together we've achieved what everybody said was impossible. At long last, we have peace in the Middle East. And it's a very simple expression, peace.
Do you have rain in Spain since you have peace in the Middle East? Get some for my Family Matters fans.
In the Middle East, and we've heard it for many years, but nobody thought it could ever get there, and now we're there. I want to congratulate everybody.
You said that in 2019 when you signed the Abraham Accords with Egypt and Israel. So what happened now? Oops. And I love how you think this is going to be peace. Boy, he's so dumb.
Sitting in these first few rows and standing behind me, I don't know why they chose to stand, but I promise I'll make it short, okay? We are not going to keep you standing for long. These are
Short, 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes. All right.
The war in Gaza is over. Humanitarian aid is now pouring in, including hundreds of truckloads of food, medical equipment, and other supplies, much of it paid for by people in this room. Civilians are returning to their homes. The hostages are reuniting. I mean, it's, I'm just watching it backstage. The level of love and sorrow, I've never seen anything like it. It's amazing. You see, they haven't seen their mother, their father. They haven't seen them in such a long time. They lived in a tunnel, a very little tunnel, very deep. And the level of love is just incredible. It's a beautiful thing to see. It's, in one sense, it's so horrible that it could have taken place, but in another sense, it's so beautiful to see a new and beautiful day is rising. And now the rebuilding begins. The rebuilding is
Rebuilding.
the easiest part. I think we've done a lot of the hardest part because the rest comes together. We all know how to rebuild.
Who's ready for the Gaza telethon? Yeah, we're going to get inundated with text messages talking about some, do you want to donate to the efforts to rebuild Gaza? Your dollar can go a long way. Hey, I feel bad for Sally Struthers in them because then, hey, give like 33 cents a day to help an African get some food and water and basic amenities. They're going to be pushed by the wayside. They're going to show nothing but Palestinians now. It's going to be crazy. That propaganda is going to be nuts. Watch when they do that dumbass halftime Super Bowl bullshit from Turning Point USA. They're going to have a God. They're going to have a they're going to have a 5-digit Gaza text message. It's going to be, oh my God. Nasty work. But go ahead, Trump. You got it. Actually, you know what? We're gonna elevate it just a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna elevate it just a little bit. Give me 1 second. Cause I need to speed this up. I need to start cracking jokes. Cause this man gonna get us killed. And broke. I don't like being broke.
That we know how to build better than anybody in the world. I want to express my tremendous gratitude to the Arab and Muslim nations who helped make this incredible breakthrough possible. You really did. To President El-Sisi of Egypt, who is so generously hosting us today. And I want to thank you for the outstanding job your country is doing in so many
Facts. It's going to be a QR code with Charlie Kirk's face when you first click on the website. Charlie would want this. Oh, by the way, fuck that man's birthday today. That's right, I said it. No, actually, his birthday's on Friday. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Remember his day. Wait, is today his birthday? I thought it was Friday. I don't give a shit. Fuck him. Um, yeah, he can go to hell. Let Erica and them do that. We good over here. To us, this is a normal Tuesday. If you want to celebrate George Floyd, that's cool with me. If you want to celebrate Charlie Kirk, that's cool with me. But over here, fuck him. Back to Trump. Go ahead.
Many different ways and for helping us so much with this peace agreement. I also want to thank the president for the escort of 6 fighter jets. Oh, we looked out the window, we said, I hope they're friendly, and they turned out to be very friendly. But we had 3 on each side, and they are beauties right out of the really American manufacturing hub. We met the greatest military equipment in the world.
Who
We have the
cares?
strongest military in the world by far. And I knew exactly what those planes were, and I knew exactly how much you paid for those planes, too.
Planes.
But you got a pretty good deal, and they are great planes, and we just appreciate it. That was quite an escort in.
Yeah, because you letting Qataris come over here and learn how to fly fighter planes. So never mind. Never mind. Oh, never mind.
That was very impressive. But Air Force One was really, it was covered with Egyptian desert just a few months ago. If you think about it, just a few months ago it was Egyptian desert, and now it was just a few feet off our window. And it was just.
Where is your keffiyeh, sir?
I appreciate it very much.
Where is the keffiyeh?
People by surprise. I don't know if they were thrilled right at the beginning, but they were thrilled as we.
What the fuck is he talking about? I'm done with this man. I can't listen to him. I can't. I'm trying. He's not saying anything. Let's get to the show. Let me speed up a little bit. Oh, he stopped talking? Wait a minute. Hold up. They're already controlling him, fam. Wait a minute. MAGA, get over here. Come here, MAGA. Hey, the Middle East is probably the only region on earth that made Trump not talk for more than 10 minutes. That is crazy. How much did they pay him not to talk for longer than 10 minutes? Let's see. When did he start talking? Okay, so about 9 minutes in, and then he stopped. Damn, he only got about 7 minutes. That's crazy. Do you talk again? Let me look. Oh, he did talk again. Oh, shit. They said break that shit up. Okay, let me see. Maybe this is where he starts rapping.
Also with us is President Prabowo.
I don't give a fuck. All right. Let's get to the teaching. All right, so you heard Trump say nothing on that. Now we get to the fun. Now, this must be the week Fox News does not like Trump. So it says, Trump's peace deal could end the war in Gaza or Netanyahu's career. Now, there's plenty of congressmen and congresswomen shitting themselves right now. Israeli Prime Minister faces coalition revolt over 20-point proposal that would grant Hamas amnesty and block annexation. Now, for those who don't know, this Gaza peace deal with the Palestinians and Israel is to essentially, again, give control to the GCC, BRICS, and the Palestinians control of Gaza. And they want all Israeli forces out of there because they got to rebuild, which is going to be sponsored by China and BRICS. But this is going to be bad because his people in government are going to revolt on him, not the hardliners, the especially the left side. They're gonna revolt because their money's going to dry up. Trump became a Democrat, and he's going to start cutting off Israel. It's not going to be sudden. It's going to be very slow. Because, again, next year, the midterms are going to be very, very important for him to maintain this quote-unquote conservative hegemony that he's trying to build in Congress, which is not even working, but, you know. Trump likes to dream. He's a New Yorker. And us New Yorkers, we like to dream. But as we read this, you're going to understand what the true plan was. And I'm actually surprised Fox News put this up. Because, you know, they usually like to kiss Trump's ass. But again, this is probably the week they don't like him. But, okay. So it says a 20-point peace plan proposed by President Donald Trump this week could finally conclude the nearly 2-year war in the Gaza Strip and see the return of the 46 hostages still held by Hamas. But it could also mean an end to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's time in the Israeli government's top job. Hamas still needs to agree to the plan that Netanyahu accepted on Monday, which would ultimately end Israel's military operation, disarm Hamas, and pave the way for the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip under a Palestinian governing body overseen by an international coalition headed by Trump. International coalition. Okay. I want y'all to pay particular attention to this, though. Because he's going to try this over here. And I told y'all the other day about what Pam Bondi trying with them guns. Yeah, if it work over there, they're gonna try it over here. Now, are you gonna give up your guns? Probably not. All right. Trump said this could be the Israeli prime minister's crowning achievement, but Netanyahu's acceptance of the plan could ultimately determine whether his government collapses or finds renewed support. In June, Netanyahu's right-wing coalition narrowly survived a push for early elections, which could have led to the dissolution of his government and advanced an election set for October 2026. But by July, the government lost the majority in the Israeli parliament after 2 of its parties withdrew from his coalition and left him in control of just 50 of the 120 seats, which could pose a significant threat should a push for early elections be attempted again. Netanyahu's party has continued to grow increasingly fractious, with hard right members of his party threatening to bring down his government over any concessions made in the war against Hamas. Isn't that not mirroring what we're seeing now over here with MAGA? I'm just saying. We just saying. Oh no, Lee Williamson, this is going to be, again, the Gulf states, including Syria, which is going to be funny as hell. Syria could go in there and smack Netanyahu and they can't do nothing. BRICS and the Palestinians. And for those who have been on my channel, how many times have I told y'all that if the Palestinians ever got power, in like say the United Nations, Israel would be effed? They bypassed the United Nations and just said, okay, we're going to give the Palestinians power. Oh boy, it's going to get fun next year. I could actually see them pulling a coup in Israel and they make Netanyahu run and they ain't going to have no government. I could actually see that. Let's get it. They thought they were heading towards total victory on the battlefield, full-blown Israeli military occupation. The displacement of millions of Palestinians to the far reaches of the globe, an eventual Israeli resettlement and annexation of Gaza. Security expert and Randy and Charles Wax Senior Fellow at the Jewish Institute for National Security of America, John Hannon, told Fox News Digital. Who know what that is? I want to see something. Who know what that is? The Jewish Institute for National Security of America. What that is? I keep telling y'all, these rabbit holes, you think they're deep? They're deep. MAGA is not an organization, so why did they take money? Why did they try to raise funds? How do you raise? Once you raise funds for an idea, you become a near sentient, established organization. So I don't want to hear that. MAGA is not an idea. Think tank, Keep going. Keep going. You're partly right, but keep going. I did this 3 years ago, but we'll get today will be nice. We'll give you a refresher course. What about BLM? BLM became an organization. What's your point? Again, BLM is an incorporated business. What are you asking me? Somebody put out a hashtag, white liberals saw it, stole the idea, made it into a business, and put black women in front of it. It became an organization, just like MAGA. MAGA is an organization. Now, you want to keep going, you can name off more. Who remembers Jinsa? Especially with them cops. Who remembers when Jinsa used to sponsor police commissioners, mayors, cops, FBI, government officials to go all the way over to Israel to learn counterterrorism tactics that they came back with and decided to with communities over here? That's where he's representing. What do you mean, what does MAGA do? You ain't been around for 10 years, Lee. MAGA is here to destabilize America. I can't believe I have to explain this. MAGA is an organization that was created by Donald Trump, the Democrat, to destabilize America. And the simple fact that y'all don't realize this after a decade, it's sad to me. I don't know what to tell you, fam. They have operatives all over the country fucking with people, and y'all don't see this. You had a Democrat take a Republican catchphrase and turn it into an organization, MBS, and you still haven't figured this out yet. Anyway, let's continue. This new Trump plan runs contrary to all their endgame objectives, even if, at least on paper, it does promise to meet a lot of Israel's core war aims in terms of returning all the hostages, disarming Hamas and ending its rule, and thoroughly demilitarizing and de-radicalizing Gaza, he added. Right. Which means gentrification, but, you know. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who resigned in early 2025 over his opposition to the ceasefire and hostage deal that saw the release of 33 hostages before he was reinstated in March, has made clear his desire to see the annexation of Gaza with Israeli settlements moving in and a complete elimination of Hamas. You see? You see. Where's their main office? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You didn't know this? Oh, Lord. Lee asking a lot of questions that he could have just researched. Oops. Now, that's the main office. You want the other office? That's at Mar-a-Lago. Now, don't ask no more questions until you go research something. Thank you so much. Trump's proposal, and by the way, if you think I'm lying, why is there a gift shop in the White House with nothing but MAGA merch? Interesting. Anyway, we continue. Trump's proposal, though it does not specifically pave a path for Palestinian statehood, does block Israeli annexation plans that would grant Hamas amnesty and a path out of Gaza if they disarm. On Tuesday, Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich condemned Trump's plan as a resounding diplomatic failure and said it amounted to a closing of eyes and turning our backs on all the lessons of October 7th. Why are you bringing up? Okay, Lee, okay, I see what you're doing, Lee. I see what you're doing. Okay. All right, you're going to be that guy today because we're not, I don't care about this right now. Since you want to bring up Biden, I don't know why. He's eating ice cream at 10:36 in the morning on the beach, hoping that the cancer don't get him. I see you want to do this. Okay, so what we're going to do for you, sir, since you got a lot of questions, we're going to be nice today. It's Tuesday. We're going to call this Talk to Me Tuesday. Come on up. Because you seem like you got a lot of questions. Because I don't know why you're worried about Biden. That's just weird to me. You worried about a man who bowed out of an election. I'm just trying to figure out why. I need to know from my edification. I need to know why you bringing up Biden and worrying about Biden. I need to know this. You first told us that MAGA is an idea, not an organization, even though they're organized. And now you're telling me that it was Biden 1600 and we don't fuck with Biden. So it's obvious you want to talk to me. So what we going to do for you, Lee, is we going to need you to click that link one time. Because I got to find out. I need this found out for me. I need it. I need to be, my ship got to be righted. Because you just worried about the wrong damn things. The country you live in, I think you live here, is being taken over by Asia right now. And instead of learning this so you can plan ahead, so you don't get caught, you want to worry about unnecessary shit. So I'm going to need you to click that link. We got to figure this out. I need everybody to hear you. We need this. The streets need this. Oh no, not chat. I played last night. I probably lost some money, assholes. Fucking Washington. Fucking Washington, fucking Buffalo, asshole. But it's all good. Come on, Lee. Don't. We're waiting. Let's go, because you got a lot of questions. In the meantime, his inability to secure a hostage deal and his continued aggressive military operations in Gaza have prompted many Israelis to question whether Netanyahu has prioritized military operations and perhaps his political ambitions over the return of the hostages who have been held for 725 days. Hannah pointed out that it would be disastrous for Netanyahu not to accept Trump's plan given Israel's growing isolationism on the global stage, but also amid rocky politics at home. It's absolutely imperative for Israel's long-term security, and frankly for Netanyahu's political future to keep the U.S. and Trump on side. He said, knowing that Trump enjoys more popularity among Israelis than Netanyahu does. Approval ratings have repeatedly shown Netanyahu would be unlikely to survive an election were it to happen in the immediate term. If you think predicting American elections is hard, you can't even imagine predicting Israeli elections given its multi-party parliamentary system. Richard Goldberg, senior advisor with the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, told Fox News Digital. In the end, President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu appeared more focused on substance than politics with the deal that would get all the hostages out, force Hamas to surrender, and protect Israel's long-term security. Blah, blah, blah. Jesus, excuse me. I probably shouldn't be eating them plantain chips this early in the morning. It's all good, though. All right. So we got that. Now we go to this. Now, this account was pretty good. It had been predicting a lot of things that's been going on in the Middle East the last few years. So it says, shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who's followed me. I said many months back that Netanyahu was TPS aligned and that he's already mapped out his exit deal. So this video was circulating. It said, breaking, Trump just asked the president of Israel to pardon Netanyahu in front of the Knesset, a man on trial for corruption. Don't you just love it when they have their buddies? They want them to get sweetheart deals. Don't you just love that? Let's see what Trump said.
Find somebody that's really stupid office and wants to do really bad things, but that's about it. We don't think we're going to have that happen. I hope we're not going to have that happen. And this man is a good man right here. These two men are good men right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have an idea. Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon? Give him. Come.
Lee, I don't want you talking no more. Click that link. You can tell me all about Obama giving out money. Come on now. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing else from you until you click that link. Thank you so much. Look at him cheering.
By the way, that was not in the speech, as you probably know. But I happen to like this gentleman right over here, and it just seems to make so much sense. You know, whether we like it or not, this has been one of the greatest wartime presidents. This has been one of the greatest wartime presidents. And
Did you hear what he just said?
champagne, who the hell cares about it?
This is one of the greatest wartime presidents ever. This is what he said. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. This is y'all's Trump, boy. Oh, but did you think it was over? Hell no. You better not have thought it was over. Look who we found. And I've been meaning to say something about this scumbag, but we going to have fun with what he said. This is one of them Africans who jumped on the MAGA train hella late and trying to just pick up the pennies on the floor. Yeah. Me and you gonna rap a little bit. But go ahead. Go ahead and stooge yourself off. We'll be nice. It's Tuesday. We'll go stooge yourself off for them white folk. Go ahead.
Israeli hostages are home. Thank God. Now, here's the thing. Oh,
Y'all see the white supremacist hand signal, right? But all right.
Obama, Bernie, and Pelosi have all acknowledged the progress, but look at their statements. Do you notice what words are missing?
The nigga is upset that that Obama didn't write Trump's name. Okay. Who cares? I think when this is over and the real play happens and you guys realize that you got hoodwinked, you might want to come back to this tweet and realize why that asshole did not put Trump's name in there. But go ahead. You're going to educate. Go ahead. This should be fun.
Donald J. Trump. 9 months into his first term, Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize for talking about peace.
If you think that's why he got the Nobel Peace Prize, you're the dumbest motherfucker. This is why you should not be listening to people who just got into politics. That's not why he got the Nobel Peace Prize. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me help you, Tether. The reason why he got the Nobel Peace Prize is because America voted for a black president at the time. We thought he was black. That's why. It was not talking about peace. If that was the case, then Bush too would have gotten it. He didn't. Clinton would have gotten it. He didn't. That's the reason. But I figured you wouldn't know that because you just got here probably 12 years ago and you think you're something. But go ahead, keep going.
After resolving 0 wars. 9 months into this term, Trump has helped broker a pause or end to several wars.
This nigga. Okay. First off, let me help you. Are Armenia, Azerbaijan, that war was about to end anyway. He came in late. But I know you didn't do no research on that. I know that. Cool. Israel and Iran is, again, and this is why I keep telling y'all, the Western media has been told not to talk about BRICS, which includes y'all social media. Okay. Iran is aligned with BRICS. You just saw what happened yesterday with this quote unquote ceasefire. It's not a peace deal, it's a ceasefire. That means they can pop off on each other whenever. Israel cannot defeat BRICS. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do kick out Netanyahu and they put somebody on the left, they're going to apply for BRICS. It wouldn't surprise me. Israel knows their time over there is over. Because that is not biblical Israel. That is man-made Israel. The Arabs control that. Cool. If your man was all about peace, he should have enforced the Abraham Accords. But he knew that that piece of documentation, the Arabs were not going to follow. All it did was, okay, you sign this, Egypt, cool. In a few years, we're going to bring you in the fold. You're already in debt. Saudi Arabia basically got Egypt out of debt. We own you now. And you have one of the most trafficked waterways in the world, which we could get some money out of. But you know, he going to educate. He going to educate.
And received 0 awards. Trump claims he's ended.
Oh, I know, B. I know you. I know you don't understand what I'm saying because Trump don't tell you this, so you don't think it happened. I get it. Do I think Iran would allow Israel to join BRICS? It's not up to them. It's not. They're a partner country. They don't have that much power. See how that works? It's up to the 5. Trust and believe. Gaza has natural resources. BRICS wants that. They'll accept them. Especially if the government changes. They'll accept them.
Has stopped. Months into his first term, Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize for talking. No one disputes this. Trump has paused or ended multiple wars since entering office. Even this year's Nobel Peace Prize winner, Maria Corina Machado, dedicated her award to Trump. So why can't most Democrats even say his name? Everyone agrees this is the beginning, not the end of the peace process.
Oh man. I'm sorry I had to laugh. They don't get it. They don't bless their ignorance. Bless them. Oh God. Peace? Wait a minute. In the Middle East, peace. Oh my God. The place on earth where they're having skirmishes over which side of the religion you bang on. Are you serious right now? Oh, it's because he stopped countries from lobbing bombs at each other. Fuck everybody else that had. You could be a Sunni or Shiite and you go at each other. Screw that. Y'all can do that, but you just can't lob no bombs, even though next year they'll lob bombs at each other again. But okay. All right, dude. Unbelievable. And by the way, they're upset that this woman got the Peace Prize, even though they told you the criteria was he did it too late to be considered. But, you know, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Got it. Y'all got it. Keep going. Keep teaching.
Palestinians still want their sovereignty. Trump has acknowledged that. He even said Israel cannot annex the West Bank.
I will not allow it. It's not going to happen.
I love how he's playing an old video, by the way.
Allow it. Whether I spoke to him or not, I did. But I'm not allowing Israel to handle this.
The plan for Palestine isn't perfect, but it is progress. Tens of billions pledged to rebuild Gaza.
You mean after the trillion he already gave him, they're gonna send more? He's because okay. So wait. Let me get this right. So Trump gives them 10 years, $1 trillion, right? So that's what, 100 billion. They're approving 53 billion, right? So even if they got the 100 billion, they're still ahead $47 billion. Damn.
Progress. Direct negotiations on Palestinian self-governance. Progress. A two-state horizon. Progress.
Wrong. I'm glad he said that. I'm so glad he said that. You won't believe what Trump said. I know he didn't see this. I know he didn't see this. Okay, dude. We gonna help you because I don't know what you talking about. This is surface level. I get it. Let me see if I can find that video. He was on Air Force One. Some reporter asked him a question, and he talking about, I don't believe in no two-state solution, one-state solution, none of that. I said, motherfucker. So the fix is in. Where is it? Damn, I should have kept it. I should have bookmarked it. That was my fault. Let me see if I can find it. Trump. I was like, what? Yeah, I think this is it. No, where is it? Damn, why they got so many ads? Hey, New York Post, you that broke? President Trump left the door open Monday for a potential Palestinian state, telling reporters we'll have to see if a one-state or two-state solution would be the better path forward for Gaza. Really? Well, we're going to have to see, Trump told reporters when asked about how the Strip will be governed if the peace deal holds. A lot of people like the one-state solution. Some people like the two-state solution. We'll have to see. Who's we? Who is we? Who's we? All right. Go ahead, sir.
None of that is guaranteed, but no guarantee was ever going to come right after Hamas killed and kidnapped civilians at a music festival.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And they literally had a deal in place 3 months into the war. And Netanyahu said no. The same shit that scumbag Biden negotiated with both sides and Hamas was ready to sign, Netanyahu said no and then went and bombed them. Because it was going to give up leverage. But now he does it with Trump because he finally got the payoff. Okay.
So, in the meantime, what moves everyone closer to sovereignty and safety? Grudges or gratitude? What would happen to our politics if instead of just moving the goalposts, people acknowledged who scored the goal regardless of team? Look.
No, sir. No, because it's not the person you think scored the goal, you dummy. Again, he don't get it. We lost in this. I don't think he understands this. Do you okay, let me help you, sir, since you don't know this. There's Saudi intelligence agents in this country right now, thanks to that deal he did over the summer. I hope you understand that. You just saw everybody get into a fit of rage over having Qataris in Idaho learn how to fly fighter planes. And you got MAGA out there, the organization, sitting there justifying it. Even though his man, Pete Hegseth, said that it's a base, they said, no, you misspoke. You took the words out of context. Then they played the video of Trump saying it. It's a base. So so all this immigration crap that you were talking about, as long as you're a foreign national with some kind of credentials, it's okay for you to be here. Even though this is the same man 8 years ago who said that Qatar sponsors terrorism, but you're going to bring the military over here. Cool. Then you say, why are we not celebrating the person scoring the goal? Because why would I celebrate the person scoring the goal when I could go celebrate the coach for drawing up the play? This is not Trump's play. This is the Gulf states play. This was the play for the last 5 years. I told y'all there was a strategic reason why BRICS made sure Saudi Arabia wasn't aligned with them. Not just because of the oil. You control Saudi Arabia, you control the world economy. You control how things move. And you're seeing that in real time. And they're still sitting here glazing Trump. I'm telling you, when this man turns into a full-blown Democrat again with an R behind his name, I swear to God, the meltdowns will be epic. And we will be here to cover every single one of them. But go ahead. You're going to keep teaching. Go ahead.
People acknowledged who scored the goal, regardless of team. Look, Trump isn't known for seeing the good in those he considers bad either. And personally, I wish he would. And as someone who voted for Obama back in the day, because he preached unity, Obama, this is your opportunity. That goes for every Democrat. I mean, what would you do if Kamala had pulled this off?
We would have bitched. No. We'd have bitched. Because I would be saying the same thing I'm saying right now. That's a bad idea. First off, they wouldn't even have respected her. That's number one. Number two, her terms of the peace deal, aka ceasefire, would have been way worse. She'd have sold us out. I'm telling you, there'd be kefias by November 1st over here if this was come at me. He don't fucking get it. What you did, sir, you had the kefias now, and I'm not mad at the kefias. Shout out to the kefias. You just gave the kefias November 4th, 2026. That's when it started. The systematic destruction of America started yesterday. It is going to be completed November 4th. You think it's bad now. You're going to be rendered mute. I'm telling you, one day, y'all going to see one of my lives pop up. This fool's name is going to be in it, and it's going to say he got his wake-up call. Because he don't fucking get it. And if you don't remember who this is, he was on that panel with Tatum Tots and the white boy who said Trump fellatio syndrome, pause. And they barely let him get a word in. And he wasn't saying nothing. But we're going to let him teach.
Maybe just do that. You can despise Trump and still reward what you want repeated. You can say thank you and still ask for more. Because what you appreciate appreciates. So let's celebrate peace no matter who the peacemaker is. Because
so why are you praising Trump and he didn't do nothing? So by your logic, you should be praising the Arab nations. But I know you won't do that because you're a fake American. But go ahead, keep going.
politicians talked peace but made war. Trump talked war but made peace.
The nigga is literally in a war right now. Oh, shit. And it comes full circle. What do I mean? For those who weren't here at the beginning.
So when you watch that, you have to be able to see how the A National OC GFC are operating and why Trump is their man. I mean, I've been telling you for 3 years, going on 3 years, that there's a destabilization campaign against Europe. that that's what the Ukraine war actually is. It's a proxy war being waged by the United States, not against Russia, but against Europe. I've been telling you that they're turning on each other. The West is turning on itself. I've been telling you that America is going to become more and more interested in creating conflict in the West, not in the global South. I've been telling you that the historical roles of the global North and the global South are going to be reversed. Didn't I tell you that? Well, look at the last Trump press conference. He's talking about destroying Canada economically. He's talking about trying to force them into submission. That's what all this talk is really about. He's talking about making the whole country into an American state.
They don't even realize that Trump is creating a war in America right now. He doesn't even get, they don't even see it. You're going to have a crime bill next year. Congress is at each other's throat right now. They can't even open up the damn government. They're talking about laying off. Do you understand? Yesterday they came out with a report talking about that they have federal workers who haven't paid taxes, allegedly, like $5 billion in taxes. You're firing people left and right. You out here months ago yelling at Canada and Mexico because they put tariffs back on you. You over here bombing, you on your way to go bomb Venezuela, who by the way works with BRICS. Everything that he's doing is in the West. Everything. Now he's trying to fight war on the digital front with what's going on with ABC now. I guess that's going to be a thing. Because remember, I told y'all that Disney's not stupid enough to go fight with Trump, but it looked like it's going to go down. He's going to force Disney to fight him. But you got it. Go ahead, sir.
Look, this deal is a win for humanity.
No, it's not.
regardless of what comes out.
No, it's not.
There's so much noise that sometimes that's hard to see. If you want more clear thinking and nuanced takes on these issues, join my Substack. I post exclusive videos there, not found anywhere else.
Oh boy, Anthony Ruger Phillips. That is true, but here's the point. I should say the point. The bottom line. Even if it bursts, it's already there. You remember how the tech bubble burst? Tech is still here. The AI bubble burst. It's already been implemented, and you can't stop it. Oh boy, they'll never get it.
And he's talking about doing the same thing with Greenland, except with Greenland.
Actually, you know what?
Military force to do it. So that's a direct threat.
We're going to do this. Before we go, all right.
Now, don't misunderstand me. The development of BRICS and the potential expansion of BRICS is a good thing, or can be a good thing. No question about it. But we have to understand that this is not something that the global business and investment community is alarmed by, or something that has taken them by surprise. They've been anticipating the shift.
Lee, okay, so you disappear. I asked you to come up, and you don't want to come up. Okay. Since you don't want to come up, let me educate you. If you think this is America first, I don't know what to tell you. I think you should stop looking at politics because you obviously have a one-track mind. This does not help America, and it never will. Unless you want to think that them doing whatever they want to do over here and we have to pay for it is a win for America, then sure. This is not America first. Nobody's touching us. I could understand if we were the ones getting bombed and he tried this peace deal. Okay, we could have a different conversation. He sold us out. He sold your data out so he could take a photo op. So he could get a Nobel Peace Prize so MAGA could run around with MAGA Peace Prize shirts. They don't want to save the country. They just want to be celebrities. This is not about saving America, because if they wanted to save America, they'd be outside protesting this man saying, you need to fix the supply chain since you're the business guy. The supply chain's still fucked up. And it's been 5 years. If he was America first, he would say, I'm not bringing in not one piece of Chinese architecture, one piece of Chinese products, unless they pay me what they should be paying me. But he's still doing it. And every time he tries to punk China, China punks him right back, and he backs down. You think this is America first? You're insane. He more worried about how he looks on the news than how he's going to look in the history books. That's a shame. And the fact that y'all fell for this America First agenda is insane. The cocksucker sat up there and said no more DEI, and he literally is doing DEI right now. And y'all fell for it. Pam Bondi want to take your guns away. I don't see y'all. How is that America first? Explain that to me, Lee. We'll start off slow. Pam Bondi want to take your guns away. She already got the proposal out there. Tell me how that's America first. How is a violation of the Second Amendment America first? Go ahead. I would love to know this. Okay, good. Where are we going to buy the stuff from then? Because we're not producing. Go ahead, Lee. After you answer my question, you can educate the family and tell us how we're supposed to create product in this country without a supply chain. Go ahead. Tell us. This I gotta know. Oh, Jesus Christ. He said, no, she doesn't. Okay. Okay, dude. Oh, boy. All right. See, he said, I'm lying. I'm lying. Okay. Oh, by the way, this video was wild. I can't play it, though. He say Pam Bondi don't want to take your guns. All right. Yeah. Trump's current government, through Pam Bondi, just convinced a federal judge to force a gun rights group to hand over its membership list. That is a gun owner registry. No law, no vote, just betrayal from within. MAGA built a surveillance state. So you still want to tell me she's not trying to take guns? This is not the first time she said this, though. But you're right. She don't want to take guns. Lee, we don't have the supplies. Is he serious right now? Sir, we don't have the supplies. Okay, fine, we have the supplies. Where are the rare earth metals? Where do we get them from? Since we have the supply. Where in America or any of our territories that we control is this abundance of rare earth metals and minerals? Where is it? I need you to... What do you mean? She's running the... Oh, my God. What do you mean? Oh, so we shouldn't blame Pam Bondi for this? Oh, so you telling me, oh, so we can blame Trump too for this? Seriously? Wait a minute, Sir Bagger, we can blame Trump too? Because I don't mind blaming Trump for this too. I don't mind blaming that Democrat. Go ahead. You can start it off. So we blaming Trump too. Say less. I don't mind blaming Trump. But we know MAGA ain't gonna blame Trump for this. They gonna blame Pam Bondi for being rogue. Just like they're not gonna blame Trump for saying Cash Patel should be in. He get confirmed and now he ain't releasing his Epstein list. They not gonna blame Trump for the Epstein list. They gonna blame Cash Patel. But there you go, Lee. There's the memorandum. There it is. This would be like if she said in court that the NRA need to give away their registry. What happened? Did that break your brain? You ain't saying nothing. Oh, he brought up Dianne Feinstein.
We are going to bring in something called the gun violence restraining order. So if someone is civilly committed, and typically you can hold it for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them.
This is the Baker Act on steroids she was proposing. And y'all remember when we went over this.
So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Let law enforcement come in and take the guns. Okay, sir, you're talking about a city ordinance. This woman is the biggest lawyer in the country. She wants this federal, fool. Oh my God. It's like you didn't even hear her say it. She wants the Baker Act on a federal level, sir. You're going to give police and agencies the autonomous nature of determining if you crazy or not to take your guns. Hell, they could just write it on a piece of paper with a warrant, say you crazy, and come take your guns if she could get the Baker Act federal. And you cool with that.
Typically you can hold them for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns. They're a danger to themselves or others. Right now. Well, they're because without being adjudicated, so because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
when they are
not go through 6 months of legal trials.
Exactly, but we also have to give the mentally ill the due process in which they deserve, President. So what we're doing is they're going to be able to take the guns when they're taken into custody or and then when they're released.
Oh, so they can take the guns, you get released, then you start the process, you win, but you can't get the guns back because they ain't gonna give it to you. So you're gonna go through more years just to get back your guns. But he cool with that. Wow, Dianne Feinstein gave cops military weapons. Thank you for telling us that. Should we also tell you how the mayors and governors buy military-style weapons too? Should we do that? Should we tell you about how the city councils approve for more weaponry for their police? You're saying nothing. We've seen this. I'm from New York. I've seen cops with M16s. You're saying nothing. I've seen them with automatic Glocks. You're saying nothing.
Hours or 72 hours later, typically it's 24 hours.
He went to a whole senator.
We'll have 72 hours to determine whether they should give those guns back or they can go to a judge and say, Your Honor, please keep these guns. We feel this person is still
keep these guns
to himself or others.
Keep these guns. And y'all cool with that? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Multi-caliber sniper systems. Yeah. Military style. But go, you're right. Sorry. Not to mention how many of them cops had come from the military and brought them guns back home. And they got sitting in their house. You right. You said surplus weapons from they're not military style, nigga. And you said they're surplus from the US Army. Oh my God. So if there's surplus from the US Army, what would that mean, Lee? What would that mean? Can't believe he just said that. What do you mean the police can't own them? You would be surprised what the cops own. What do you mean, when did the rules change? The rules never changed. What are you talking about? Lee, please, stop talking. Seriously, stop talking. You really don't know what's going on out here. Them cops always had military style weapons. Always. Yes, we called a congressman, and Oliver North did the same thing. Now what? Our military sells our weaponry to other nations. What are you saying? You're saying nothing. But I see what you're doing. You're trying to bypass the fact that you're watching your AG on film tell you, I want to take guns away from the mentally ill. Months later, you hear MAGA talking about, we want transgenders to not have gun rights. You heard from their biggest voices. But y'all cool with that. Hold on one second. I'm going to let it play again because maybe he didn't hear it. Yes. Yes. The North Hollywood shootout. Yes. They had AKs. Yes. AKs are illegal in this country. People still have them. What's your point? Hello? Rob said you put him in the drawer.
They're going to bring in something called the gun violence restraining order. So if someone is civilly committed, and typically you can hold them for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns. They're a danger to themselves or others. Well, they're because without being adjudicated, so because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
When they are
not go
convicted.
through 6 months of legal trials.
Exactly, but we also have to give the mentally ill the due process in which they deserve, President. So what we're doing is they're going to be able to take the guns when they're taken into custody or into the hospital, and then when they're released within 24 hours or 72
Whoa, he said it's not credible? What? Hold on, Lee. Are you serious? You said it's not credible. This is their live stream. What are you talking about? Oh no. So now it's not credible. So this is AI. According to him, this is AI. Even though they did this during one of their meetings, that MAGA was sitting there touting that they were being transparent. Are you serious right now? You can't be serious. Oh, so this is a lie too, right? Correct. They didn't know it. What do you mean they didn't? I'm done. He said they didn't always have superior firepower. What do you think a SWAT team is? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. Special weapons and tactics, they didn't have superior firepower. Oh, God. Emergency services unit, they didn't have superior firepower. I can't. I'm shocked, sir. This was from a live stream. What are you talking? Oh God. This was from a live stream, sir. This is when they used to broadcast their cabinet meetings. You can't be serious right now. You know what? It's Tuesday. No more. No more. Lee is retarded. I can't have stupid people around here no more. We're not in a phase where you can play ignorance anymore. You just saw this president sign away America's sovereignty. We're going to be run by the Middle East now. And you had the nerve to sit there and tell me, after hearing all that information, somehow I'm lying when this woman is saying exactly what we told y'all she was saying months ago. When I went over her and showed y'all how she was operating in Florida, even MAGA didn't want her. They thought she was just going to be an Epstein flunky, and she can't even get that right. But she wants to be complicated and start talking about guns. Okay. Oh my God. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. They're pissed off that George Stephanopoulos cut JD Vance off. This is what they're focused on while he's selling out the country. Oh boy. I did save it. I thought I didn't save it.
Cooperation between Doha and Washington that led to the signing of the Gaza peace plan on October 8th. This historic achievement underscores what can be accomplished when our nations work together with courage and trust, amongst other partners such as Egypt and Turkey. We further welcome today's signing of the letter of acceptance establishing a Qatari Emir Air Force facility and Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. This step strengthens the signing of the letter of acceptance establishing a Qatari Emir Air Force facility and Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho.
An Air Force facility. Why do they need that here?
This step strengthens interoperabilities, enhance joint readiness, and advance our shared defense goals. Mr. Secretary, together we will continue to deepen this strategic partnership.
And then this dude lied and said that he didn't say it, even though he said it. Oh man. So now Al Qaeda can learn how to pilot fighter planes. All they need now is to learn how to take over a warship. Yeah, okay, dude. And we know our warships. They have nuclear capabilities. But yeah, okay. We are Charlie Kirk? No, we're not. We are Iron Man. That's how we go. We are Iron Man. National Remembrance Day. They don't want to save the country. They just want to be celebrities. I told y'all, he's better to them as a symbol than a living human being. That's crazy. That's crazy. The joy base with a foreign country. Facts. Hey, Nene, I don't know if you were here months ago, but remember I asked somebody, I was like, do you think if we got bombed that NATO would send forces over here on the ground? And this fool kept trying to tell me yes. And I'm like, no, they wouldn't. But you're going to allow the Qataris to be over here. Y'all are proving Tucker Carlson right. And you deserve it. That is an ugly white woman. I ain't going to hold you. Facts. My man said I'm most definitely not Charlie Kirk. God damn. What woman did he beat the bejesus out of? I love how they just... Okay. All right, look. See? See? They made merch off this man. Oh, God. Somebody said, in honor of Charlie Kirk's birthday, I'm playing Protect Your Neck by Wu-Tang. God damn. Protect Your Neck. That's crazy. Look at this. Do you see this? And you know what's funny? They're putting up all this crap and then they're getting at his wife. Candace out here crashing out. Now they try to float out the rumor that them two was messing with each other. Where'd y'all get that from? All right. You know what? Maybe we'll do a stream later and we'll put it in the chat that we're gonna talk about Charlie Kirk and we're gonna let them come in and talk and then we just gonna roast them. I think we should do that. But anyway, y'all. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I've done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. Enjoy the rest of your day if I don't hear from you. But if we do that stream, hopefully you will be here and we'll have fun. Because we're going to, you know our streams. We're going to make them fun and we're going to make them educational. So, you know what? I might just do that right now. Why? We gonna do that. We gonna set up the stream. When y'all want to do it? I want to maximize it. Should we do it at night? I think we should do it at night. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it at night. Maybe like 10 o'clock. Yeah, let's do it at night. I think I'm going to call it Charlie Kirk Remembrance Day. Who cares? Who cares? And then we'll link it to this stream. So 7, you want to do it at 7? We can do it at 7. Shit, let's do it at 7. All right, Sybil. Damn, it's updating. Hold on. Damn, of course, right when I'm making it, YouTube decides they want to, on my other phone, it wants to update. Bastard. All right, let's try it again. All right. I'm going to call it Charlie Kirk Remembrance Day. Who cares? We might even put up the StreamYard so they could come yell at me. Who cares? All right. So y'all said 7 o'clock. Yeah, and that'll be a good lead into y'all's Black Alpha. That'd be perfect. Cause I know when they see that title, boy, they gonna lose their mind. They're like, what do you mean, who cares? Who cares? Now, how 9 to 10? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it that late. We're gonna put 3 hashtags, and then I'm gonna add George Floyd to it too, because I know they're gonna lose their mind when they see George Floyd. And it's funny that they had to griff off George Floyd to get this popping. All right, so we got that done. All right, let me go to this. Okay, let's see, redirect. There we go. We'll come up with a good thumbnail later. All right, we good to go. So make sure you like it. Make sure you put on the notifications when that starts, and we're going to have fun later. All right, y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.